But we played the Maya 1 bot blindfold, so now let's play a game with the Maya5. So let's c4, let's go d5. Against the stronger bots, as they get stronger, I'm bound to forget where things are. Let's just see. That's a knight, isn't it? So let's come back. Okay, that's a knight as well. That's a pawn. Let's develop our bishop. Okay, let's push the pawn. Let's get the bishop up. Let's trade in castle. I've got 5 minutes here, man. I don't need to play too quick. Okay, so that's a pawn attacking a knight. Guess I have to jump across. Takes. So that should be a bishop, a queen, a knight, and a rook. The rest are pawns. That's a bishop. That's a bishop. Wait, can I go here then? I'm sure that's a bishop, right? So we've got queen, rook, that's a rook. So I'll bring our knight up. We've got a knight. Computer's got a bishop, but it's playing very well. Let's develop a rook. It's doing a lot better than the Maya1 bot did, at least for starting out. Advances a pawn. So we've got knight back and we can maybe jump round. There's not much else we can do really. I don't want to trap my queen either. I'm wondering whether I can do this with the knight though. Now, there is the light squared bishop. But if I come here, yeah, no, let's just keep it simple. Come this side. So that's a rook, that's a queen, that's a knight. Rook, queen, bishop. The rest are pawns. Queen comes forward. So I could play a rook here potentially then. Let's advance our rook and then try and advance the pawn. I've got to give my king a square. That's a rook. Which one do I use? I'm not sure. Not sure. This is my knight, isn't it? Knight up. Let's jump the knight up and attack the pawn. The bishop goes there, so we can actually take here. And then take the rook with check, I think. Let's take. That's a queen and that's the rook behind, so we can at least take with check. So let's take with the check. That's the queen and that's my knight. That's the bishop and that'll be the queen, unless, well, the bishop could take, I guess, but the queen has taken as expected. I'm just wondering which pawn to push. You really want to push this one, just to give my king that emergency square. Now, I've got a potential pass pawn take, so we'll take back. We attack a pawn. We've just got this big asset here, potentially. So the queen's gone here, so we can check. But then what? Not a lot else. Here can't be good, I don't think. But check in here maybe. This pawn is loose. So let's just push a pawn. Queen and queen is what we're looking at. Yeah, advances a pawn. Check. That's covered, but I can maybe go here. Okay, my queen might as well get on a better square. I'm just looking at a simple move, or maybe here. Actually, what about here to attack 2? But that, they're all covered, aren't they? So let's stay relatively central. We've always got queen here and you won't be able to take. So queen c4 is a move. Still a move now. We'll chase the queen back. The bot won't be able to capture. Trade, and if you take, we can take back. So queen looks a nice move. Oh, it's taken. This should be winning for us because the king is outside the box. Draw a little box. And the king can't step in the box in one move, so you can't stop the pawn. So we should beat the Maya5 bot as well. So just get a new queen. Everything else you see, that's a king and that's a king. The rest are all pawns. We're going to get a new queen here. Okay, let's get the queen. I've got auto queen set to be on, so that will be a queen now. And we'll soon know straight away when we try and move, of course. But just push the pawn there. Check and collect is probably the simplest way. So check, couldn't move like that if it wasn't a queen. So collect, steady, and get another queen. Okay, that's a pawn that's come forward. So let's just shuffle and get a second queen. Like any normal game, I don't mind how I actually win the game. I just want to actually win it. I'm not trying to look for a quicker checkmate, for instance. Just keep it really simple. Yeah, I'll just ignore that. I could have taken the pawn. That's my king. The rest of these are all pawns, and that's the white king. So, yeah, no, let's just get the queen. Again, I've got auto queen on, so that's just promoted to a queen. That's now a pawn, so we can just do a really simple ladder mate. Let's see where the king goes, though. Goes back, so we just check, and we'll checkmate. Let's pre-move the checkmate, shall we? So we've beaten the maia5 bot playing blindfold as well. Very good. Let's go to the analysis board. And I'll turn the pieces back on. So you just go to piece set. Then that's the one I've picked, disguise. And I normally use just this first one, see Burnett. Shall we analyze the actual game as well and just see how we actually played it? And then we'll flick through with the actual pieces. So we'll go back to the start. We'll see how we actually played it in engine speak as well. And the maia5 is rated as a 1500 player. It felt like I played a pretty decent game again. Felt alright. Let's just see. See, I've played the end game all very good there. A little bit of a blip here. So we've been a couple of little blips, but we played 92 against 86 on the actually just 3 moves I've got there. I've got a blunder. So we'll just have a flick through how the game actually played with the actual pieces that we can all see. So we just traded castle, jumped the knight in, traded. So bishop up was good. And we have a blunder from the bot with a3. And I'm supposed to play queen in. Oh, I guess just a simple move because you can't protect your pawn. Now, there might be a trick, queen takes, rook takes, but we can just take the queen. So yeah, queen f4 I missed because the pawn can't be protected by another piece, that move. And then b4 was a blunder for the same reason this time. Or we can actually take it. We can actually just simply take the pawn with the knight. If you take the rook, we can take the bishop with check and then take back. And if you take the knight, we can just take the rook. So again, I've missed the pawn there. And that's my actual blunder. So that's my only blunder of the game. So that's not too bad, blindfold against a bot. I managed to grab the pawn here, trade off. Yeah, I should have pushed the other pawn instead of the H pawn. Generally, you want to do the outer pawn, but obviously it is a light squared bishop, so later in the game it could get on this diagonal. So I should have pushed the G pawn, not the H pawn. But I'm still better. Then we've just put the queen on a good square. In this trade, the computer shouldn't have done that. So you just use the box technique. The king can't step into the box on its move, so you can't stop the pawn. And it's just a case of converting without blundering it. So just go for the really simple ladder technique. But considering blindfold against a bot, that's not too bad.